Hello, dreamers, and welcome back to Dream Queen by Perla. As always, guys, thank you for all the love and support. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing to the channel. And if you haven't done so, I definitely encourage you to do so. It helps with growing the channel, getting the video out there for more people to see, as well as keeping me accountable. For personal readings, all the information can be found down below in the description. So, Sagittarius, there is, like, as I was setting up, it was like, and it's not a specific song, I don't think so anyways. It was more like this energy of like humming, right? You know, when you hum, like whether you're trying to soothe or sometimes you hum to try to soothe like a child, or sometimes you just hum because you're like you're at peace, and that's kind of like more what I'm picking up. A lot of you are at peace with how things have unfolded. A lot of you are looking at situations from your past as the lessons that they were meant to be. You're very, this week you're very kind of like just calm. It's weird, but that is the way that it's coming up, right? And it's not a, it is not a forceful calmness, let's put it that way. It is like, it is literally like coming from within. So when we talk about being in alignment within yourself and being in alignment with the universe, this week you are the example of that, let's put it that way. Because it's not that you don't care. It's not that you're putting up a front or anything like that. You're honestly like okay. Like I was watching this thing the other day, because I was scrolling through social media. I think it was Facebook. And I can't remember who it was, but there was this actress. This was an old video. Like I want to say it's like from like the 90s or something. And she was talking about, they were having an interview and they were asking her like if she prepares for like I guess she was doing like a lot in her career and stuff like that, like as an actress or whatever. And there was projects and things that she had going on. And she was looking at them from like a perspective that everything was going to work in her favor. And the guy that was interviewing her asked her, well, what about if things don't like kind of like go your way, or like there's a disaster and this, and she's like, you know what, we control, what was that she said? She said something about like staying positive, but in the sense like she was going to look or put out that energy of everything is going to work out the way that she wants and the way that she envisions it for her and her family. And if it doesn't, then it's life kind of type of thing, right? So it is not necessarily that she's calling in negative things or calling disaster to her life. She's like, no, I am like mentally putting not just my best foot forward, but also mentally I'm putting myself in that space where I know that everything is going to work out for me. And if, God forbid, something happens and it doesn't work out for me, then it is what it is. It's part of life, right? And that's kind of like the energy that you guys are embracing this week. I feel that a lot of people may not be able to kind of comprehend that, let's put it that way, because a lot of people think, okay, well, if I am positive and all I am speaking is positive affirmation, then it's not working if I meet a challenge. No, sweetie, that's not the way that it works, right? There are certain things that are always out of our control. Then what it is that you choose to do in that moment is what is going to lead to what it is or how things are going to fully manifest, right? So just because you meet, let's put it this way, certain challenges along the way doesn't mean that your positive affirmations or your positive outlook on life is not working. it's just it's part of the process, you know. And that's kind of like how you're looking at things. And a lot of people may think that you are living like in la la land, or like a dream, whatever type of mental space. But in reality, it's like you have, let's put it this way, you have put it to test that when you set your mindset in a specific way, um you are very happy and very pleased with the results. And when you bombard yourself with worry and with concern about things that haven't even occurred, or like all the just, you know, all the things that could go wrong, then you attract that, right? And because you have that understanding, and you've seen it, right? And you've put it to the test, excuse me. You are okay with how things have unfolded and are continue to unfold for you. I hope that makes sense. Let's go ahead and see what we have for the tarot. We have the Two of Wands in the reverse. We have the Karma in the reverse, and then we have the King of Cups in the upright position. So yeah, so again, you're not in a space, or you're no longer creating I want to say, I for some reason I'm hesitant to say creating karma for yourself, because it's not really that you were creating karma for yourself. It's more of like, because it wasn't necessarily things that you were, well, could it be used that way though? Because it wasn't necessarily things that you were doing to other people. I feel like these were self-sabotage thought patterns that you had towards yourself, that in a sense it just kind of felt like you were like in this karmic cycle of paying so many debts. But in reality, like, your karmic debt had been paid prior to it, but you had not mentally been aware of the things that you were saying that were then attracting the things that you didn't want. I hope that makes sense. So let's go ahead and let's pull out an energy for love. Now this can be romantic, platonic, self-love, passion for your career, or whatever. Because there's really not much to say. It is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. And I feel that this is the energy that a lot of you are embracing. With this calmness type of energy, you're just in a space where you are in love with life. You are in love with yourself. You are in love with the experience. You are in love with everything. Like, you're not putting any titles on anything at this moment. You're literally just allowing yourself to experience and to be in the moment. And that's where this calmness energy is coming from, which I really I feel that for a lot of you guys, it's definitely a change. Because it's almost kind of like you're excuse me, you feel grounded enough within yourself to just be yourself. There may have been in the past, let's put it this way, like overthinking or overanalyzing situations that may have led you into saying things that you really didn't want in your life, but because you said them, you attracted them. And it's almost kind of like you're more like observing life as you are embracing it at the same time, which is, it's beautiful, but it's weird. It's very, I find it difficult to explain. So let's go ahead and let's get an oracle card for your closing message. What do we have for Sagittarius? What fell through? Rebirth. 31, number 31. There's death in all that awakens, for it isn't blissful nor painless. It's a mighty rising or flame resurrected. So this is probably the reason why you're so calm with something. You've gone through a rebirth, or you know that you're going through a rebirth, and you're trying to allow yourself to be in the moment and experience whatever it is that is happening, to allow you to get to the completion of what needs to die in order to give birth to what it is that is coming. And it's beautiful the way that you're handling it. Well, guys, that is all that I have. Sending every single one of you love, strength, and blessing, guys. Take care. Love you all.